Well, I'm just having problems logging in, that's all.
Well, they'll send you an invite just because. And yes, tonight we will be attempting to play Arcadia Quest. Hopefully it works out.
Colin's being bad.
Oh, that's Colin
Never.
for you.
Why ever would I do that?
Cause
What is he
bad
doing
person.
now?
He's flicking all my stuff. He's flicking Team Shifty Panda.
Yeah, he shouldn't do that. And no, don't move the reward cards and stuff either, please.
That was a stern talking to. Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm gonna just go through these by searching instead. That's much faster, I think. Searching is such a useful thing. Yep, there we go.
Robert is Team Blue.
Is he? I mean, I'm Team Blue. He's just the blue color. I'm guessing he's gonna be the orange team. He should probably face himself on that table part instead. And I, for the sake of it, should move my name, make my name the blue team, just so I, get that color for easy remembrance. Whatever. It's gonna be fine. Want me to unlock the board so you can move it?
Robert is Team Lannister.
The lions, yes.
Move this so you have it
guess
there.
that makes me House Stark, which means everybody I know and love is
Nope,
going to die.
you're a fox. You're a fox.
The fox looks like a wolf.
Nope, it's a
Let's
fox.
See. I need to bring out these rules. There we go.
No one knows what you say.
So,
I
in
heard
this
things
game,
like flying around on my board.
in this game, we shall be playing as different guilds. I think I went over this last time we attempted to start the game. We are all attempting to perform these quests that are on the side. Example, kill 3 monsters, find the lost weapons, or kill a player of the other guilds. These will give us quest markers, and the first one to complete 3 quests has won this game, this session of the game, so to speak. Should be fairly easy. And yes, that person will be awarded the most money, and everyone else will be awarded some money for the effort they put in. Now, we need to bring out a ton of Orc Marauders. Alright, someone has found a different version of the Orc Marauder, I guess.
It was there, I didn't bring it out.
Alright, fair enough. I didn't see it, that's just a thing. Alright.
And
I want to copy this and make a few more of them. There we go. Beautiful. We're gonna need the Goblin Archer, I think, as well. Yeah, Goblin Archer, yes.
Someone's being a spiteful fox.
If someone could go through this 42 deck card next to Robert's thing and find the Goblin Archer and the Orc Marauder, that would be awesome. They're character cards, we're gonna need to, know their stats.
I think somebody's doing it. I couldn't.
I found a couple Orc Marauders.
Now, there's the level 1s, if there's any level 1s, or stuff like that. There should be stuff in the different power levels.
Level 2 to 3, level 4 to 5.
The board game?
Level 1?
What did you say?
This is basically Legend of the Five Rings, the board game.
I guess, sure. You mean the players playing? Or...
Boop. Okay.
No, I mean, I'm totally the lion right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Guess there's no Panda clan.
Okay, fair enough.
Which is a crying shame, because this is Team Shifty Panda.
Go.
We're gonna need more Orc Marauders. I'll copy some more.
That's a lot of orcs.
Yes, there's a lot of orcs here. There's gonna be an orc here. An orc here. Yep. An orc here. There's in the end, they're gonna look pretty much the same. We need a Goblin Archer.
Excuse me.
Here and in here. Oh, and one in here. And we're gonna have to find some door tokens. There we go, doors. I'm sorry for the slow pickup here. here are some hero cards. You can all look at them if you want to, but we're gonna be dealing out a random assortment of dudes that we can then shuffle through and send around, pretty much. I'm gonna go through exactly how that's gonna work in a moment. But you might as well take a look and see if you understand what they are, or if you need to
It
ask
seems
any
someone
questions.
gave me a hero, so I'm just gonna look at that one.
Yeah, someone accidentally dealt you a hero, I guess.
No.
Yeah, I have one as well. Huh, Diva. Alright.
Is everyone supposed to know who we are?
Yeah, these are not the heroes we are. You just look at your hero.
Oh.
You just look at the heroes if you want to know what they do, or if you want to, know what possible heroes there are. It's up to you.
Okay.
You're gonna be dealt a random. You're gonna be dealt a group of random heroes to. Do
I'm
some
a
stuff
monk
with.
named Zazu, apparently. Oh my god.
That's one of your potentials. Yes.
Hi, Dawn.
Sasu is a pretty
Crap
interesting
out
one.
of me. I didn't hear you because of my headphones. I look up and there's someone behind me.
How close behind you was he? Was he Mr.
Very-
Clean right behind you close?
Yes. Hi. How are you?
All right.
You scared me.
Right, I need 4 more doors. I guess I'll have to copy the last one.
It's not a very nice bag. Huh. Actually. One second.
Yep. There's a spawn point here. Spawn point.
Yay, refill the bags. That one looks.
Big.
Holy crap!
Oh shit!
Mother's our bedroom.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's all can.
I see how it is. I get second best. See how it is.
No, it's the one that fit.
I guess it wants to fit. Okay, good point.
I'm sorry the setup took a bit
I
of
forgot
time
to
here,
say
but
garbage day. Thank you.
Okay.
Wait a second. Gary.
1, 2, 3, 4 spawn places. I think that's all. Yep, that's all. Awesome. Alright. I should put all the heroes back in the pile, I guess.
Nope. Thank you.
There we go. One here is yet to be
Okay.
returned, I see.
Garbage interlude
Such a-
complete.
That was an interesting interlude indeed.
Four?
Yeah.
So yes, the map is now pretty much set up as it's gonna be for a while here. And did someone find the 2 character cards? There we go. Level 1 thingamajigs. Absolutely. Awesome. Those are the only 2 enemy minions there are. They're fairly easy to understand. And yes, these are hero cards. We're all gonna take 3 cards each, choose one of them, and pass the other 2 to the player on our left. So I'll pass my 2 to Colin, and he passes his to Garrett and to Robert, and he passes his to mine. And then we pick another one, and then we take the last one who's given to us when the last one shows up, basically. So it's gonna be a bit of a choice in the beginning, and in the end, we take what's left over. Everyone got that?
I think so.
Cool. I'm gonna draw my 3. Someone else can draw their 3. And this is basically how you're gonna build your guild, the Sneaky Pandas, in your case. And I hope you make your good sneaky choices. Yeah, you can't deal the last card to yourself. So you'll have to move it. Yeah. Alright.
On that.
I'm gonna take this guy. And then you put your card, you can put your card face down on top of your character, well, your player area, if you will. Like so.
And then I pass the other 2 to Garrett.
Nope, shit, it tips over all the time.
I don't know why it flipped over. I'm sorry about
I
that.
don't know either, it's fine.
And I think this one, yes, because I wanted to keep this one. Wait, and we put this one then.
Yeah, put that one over there in one of the 3 slots, basically. You
Right.
can move them around later. It's not going to be hugely
Oh,
important.
I forgot to give the other one. Oops. Here you go.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
And yes, exhausting cards, for example, is going to be... We're going to go over all these things later. It's not... They're all good in what they do. It's just going to be good at different things, these characters. But we're all going to give them equipment, and they can only use each equipment once without resting. So it's going to be hugely important to manage equipment that way. And yeah, this is my last... Oh, here then, because I don't have much choice.
I would like to see it before I put it anywhere.
Uh-huh.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Wow, I'm getting some major lag.
You are? Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks. See if I can move the heroes here to where we can see them. I got one of my previous teams. Oh, that's cool. Ah, this one is locked. Alright, I'll have to unlock it. There we go.
There's more about this game.
Yes. This game is, as I said, it's going to be about, managing your team, giving them the proper equipment, fighting each other, and fighting minions to complete quests. It's fairly easy in that
For
part.
the honor of our clan.
You'll on each character you'll see swords and shields. That's their attack and their defense values. You'll be rolling dice to determine
Should we reveal our characters now? or-
if everyone has chosen. I don't know that everyone has
I
any characters.
still haven't chosen my third.
Your third is gonna be coming here. You don't have a choice. You
You don't have a
just send your
choice,
third
no.
card to Garrett.
Well, like I said, I'm also dealing with massive lag.
yeah.
So
If there's too much
Take
lag,
it.
I guess you could try to rejoin and see if it decreases.
just taking forever to do anything.
But yeah, there's black dice, there are attack dice, and then there's the white defense dice. And you're gonna be rolling these things depending on your equipment and your character's skills. The more you have, the higher chance you have, of course, of doing what you need. But you can all reveal the characters, and we'll go over what each character does.
It's taken like a minute to do anything that I've asked it to.
Yeah, but as I said, you might want to try to come back into the game, jump out and come back in and see if it's better.
Jesus.
Sometimes it's just shitty. I had Sazu as my last one. Cool. Grom.
He's right here.
I know. And I'll take Grom. Cool. And then you can find your allocated area. By this little tile of your team. It's your start area. Yes. Place your guys in there. You can place them in any order you want. You're gonna have 3 actions with each character every given turn. You can either move 1 square as an action, or you can attack, or you can... shit. Yeah, you can move and attack. That's pretty much the things you can do. Use your different items. And now you have... if you see, you have 5 items next to your thing. Flip them over for each of you. You can distribute them as you please among your character. And any character can use any item. So even...
Oh, did we already show our characters?
Yes, we have revealed our characters. I'm gonna go ahead and see what my guys do, of course, before I do anything.
You have the sneaky team, don't you?
I have a bit of a sneaky team, yes.
Except for the barbarian. I
Yes, but
suppose.
he's gonna be doing all the tanking he needs, I guess. We're gonna do this and do that, I think.
Wow.
You can absolutely put all four cards on one character if you want to, but as I said, anytime you use...
So where are the cards from? I'm sorry.
they're right next to your heroes. We all have the same cards.
Oh, okay. I'll just give it to someone.
Yeah, you can spread them out as you wish. You can read them and do as you wish. And that parrying die gives you +1 defense die as well as
Yeah.
attack values.
Okay.
And you can
makes
only
sense.
attack with one weapon per each attack.
So where are the attack and defend values of each character?
The characters have hit points and, as it turns out, defense dice. That's how many defense they get to roll.
Okay.
And the only attack is on the weapons themselves.
Okay. Oh, the parrying blade gives. Okay, gotcha. If I have two,
dice, yeah.
if I have two weapons on one character, do they add up together?
No, you choose. Unless there's something with the weapon that would say otherwise, you choose a weapon to use when you attack.
I see. Well, then I better look at all those cards. It seems I have 5 cards and not 4.
Yes,
Is that
you have
alright,
5 cards.
or-
You have, but you could put 4 cards in one character if you wanted to,
Gotcha.
and you can
But then-
rearrange these cards when you take a rest later. If you need.
Okay.
Do
So
I
one
have to use all 5?
Yes, you need to place them somewhere. You don't need to use all 5 before you rest, but you need to place them in your characters. I think I'm gonna do that instead. No, wait. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna do this.
This is gonna be fine. So let's all introduce our teams. I can start because I've done this once. I'm playing with Wisp. She's a roguish character that when she moves does not trigger a guard reaction. That's basically, as we would know it in D&D, it's basically their attack of opportunity when I move out of their threatened area. So I can just run past fools and they can't defend themselves or attack me. That's awesome. And Grom, he's just as long as he's damaged, he attacks more. He's awesome in that way. And Sasu does not, exhaust his attacks when he attacks flank people. Those are my things.
So I have Diva. It's a fairly balanced character. Her ability is tough as nails, unstoppable force, meet the immovable object.
AKA she has no ability, she has really just good stats.
Yep. I have Spike, who is going to probably tank for me. Each gear, is that what that is? Each something on his defense roll deals
that's a
1
crit.
wound to the attacker. That's
If
a what?
you crit on your defense, basically, it's a gear, it's an ability, I guess. But yeah, when you do that, you hurt them. Also, you don't
And
take
then
damage.
I have Kanga, who is also apparently a tanky type character, and she can take a wound instead of exhausting a card.
Well, she's not necessarily a tanky character because she doesn't have a ton of health, but that ability lets her use the same weapon many times if she has a really good weapon later. She might not be awesome early game, but if you find an area with her and she has like this weapon out here, the Skullcracker, where you daze people and you hit better against enemy heroes, that's just gonna be insane with her, I think. Because dazing takes away one of the other player's actions. So it's gonna be huge.
Okay, I have Seth, the magician, looks like. When attacking with a magic attack card, the target does not roll a defense dice. And then I have Maya, who is also a wizard, and she may exhaust each magic attack card twice. And then Scarlet, the rogue, roll +1 die when attacking a flanked target. And that's when another enemy close to it. Does that include, like, player enemies?
Take that again. Sorry.
It says a target with at least one other enemy close to it. Does that include player enemies, or is it just the orcs?
Another enemy, yeah. Anyone can flank anyone as long as they're not friendly. So you can do temporary alliances with me, for example, to flank someone you want to exceedingly kill by having me place myself correctly.
Why did you touch my card?
Also,
I
Colin, you
didn't.
should have placed your heroes, but we can help you with that. They should be in your start area.
Oh.
Somewhere.
I'm helping.
Yeah, you can arrange them as you want in that starting area, basically. And then you take back your... You can take back your little tile there.
This is my start area?
That's your start area, yes. Inside that room, those 4 tiles, basically. You can't go outside the door yet.
My team, the Super Lions, has Johan, who can make sword attacks as ranged attacks. I guess throwing swords around. Greensleeves, who deals more damage with a bow. And Hobsbawm. If he uses a magic attack card and does not perform his movement, I can activate another ally within line of sight, which probably assumes that another person can then immediately do something.
Oh yeah, we need to put out these things also. I forgot to do that shit. Sorry, I'm fucking up on small things here. It's not gonna be huge, but yeah.
Is there a penalty for shooting with a ranged weapon in melee?
I don't think so. I'll have to double check because that never happened when we played. But you definite line of sight is basically across the entire map as long as you can draw a straight line from any tile to that tile without touching any walls. So ranged attacks are really powerful. You can. I'm gonna have to put more of these tokens out because I forgot to do that. These are exploration tokens. They might be good. They might be bad. Who knows?
I guess it's actually Johan, despite it's saying it differently on this
Okay.
thing. It's Johan.
So
Johan.
how do
I
you
don't
know where to put them?
I think it's supposed
I
to be
have
Johan.
a card. I have a rule book where I'm reading into this.
Oh.
There's a rule summary right next to him.
Yeah, also that, but that doesn't really help. I have a scenario book basically. And that one goes there. And usually it's technically supposed to be mirrored, so if something doesn't look mirrored, I guess I fucked something up. And that one goes... Shit.
There, if
there,
it's
yes.
supposed to be mirrored.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait, this one is not mirrored. It should be here then.
Oh, no. No, it shouldn't. It should be left to the door. It shouldn't be in front of the door. It's just that they have an extra room inside their thing.
They're not completely mirrored. Yes, okay.
Yeah, there's some weird shit with that.
No,
Also, I don't know why these
worry
portals are so fucking huge, because they take up the entire thing. They're supposed to be
Okay.
small. I guess we'll
Well,
have to minimize them. How do you make... Oh, there we go. Make them smaller.
Just
Don't
press the
make the dice much smaller. I'm
no,
sorry.
not the dice, no.
No,
Someone
someone
was-
made the dice
yeah.
smaller.
Oh, that might be my fault because I accidentally had those selected
Yeah,
as
that's
well
probably-
I want the dice as large as possible so I can actually read what's
Yeah, that's
on
fair.
when I was shrinking the portal for him.
them. I want giant dice. More giant dice. Giant. More giant. Faster. Harder. Larger. There we go. Much better.
Ah, stop.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
actually messing
Yes.
up the game board.
This
Please.
size will be sufficient.
No. You messed up my start area. God damn it. I'm gonna have to...
Damn it, Colin!
Don't listen to
Hey, I was
Robert.
doing the black dice, bro. I was making the biggest, blackest dice I possibly could.
Whoever has... I guess it's the panda. You need to double check that you have your guys where you want them, because they were flown about.
See, that was my plan all along. All of you got screwed up areas now, so I win by default.
Yes.
My guys are fine.
Mhm.
Except I can't read my
These
cards.
portals I just put out.
Did you just steal one of my people?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh,
Hey, how did he get over there?
Put me back my healer.
these
Weird.
portals are all connected, by the way. You can move for one movement point. You can move through them, and I've double checked the rules. It's been a while since I played. It turns out you can do do movements throughout your entire round. You have 3 movements points with the hero you choose at any given point, unless you for some reason have any other rules on them. And for a movement point, you can move 1 space and use a portal or open or close a door at the edge of your square, basically.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna take turns activating 1 hero at a time, and please stop make the dice smaller again, please. Not too small, but not that giant. It's just annoying to me, at least. Yes, you can also choose to not activate an hero, but rest your entire guild, which we'll get to when needed, I guess. You'll get to rearrange your items. You'll get to unexhaust them, and I think you get some amount of health back. I don't know exactly how much.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. No, actually not. You get to unexhaust your cards, you get to reorganize items, and you get to resurrect dead heroes. You don't get to remove health things.
A giant black die floating over green.
Floating is just standing.
I was gonna say it wasn't. I was alt tabbed. It wasn't fair.
There we go. Different size dice. That's gonna be awesome. No one is gonna have an issue with that, right?
Yeah,
All right. So let's start this whole shebang off with stuff's gonna happen. The marauders and archers are not gonna do much moving. They're just gonna attack when attacked, pretty much, or when you cross their threatened spaces, if you will. So I'm
How
gonna
do we
start off.
tell?
I assume that the archers cannot shoot out of where they are except when there are doors open.
Yes, and they only
Then-
shoot when someone shoots at them. They don't ever attack you for moving past them by shooting.
Okay, gotcha.
How do we tell what the movement of our?
It's always
it-
3, unless you have
Always
anything on your characters
Got it.
that would say otherwise.
Okay. Next question. What are the lost weapons? And does that mean they're somewhere under those question marks?
No, the lost weapons are red and blue. There's red and blue tokens in the middle board, if you see, in these 2 rooms. The first one to get to them and end their turn on it gets to pick up that token. Any guild can only pick up one of these tokens, but if you do, when you have the token, you cannot lose it, and you will get one of these hammers. They're the same hammer.
Even if I beat up the guy who did it,
Yes, they still have the hammer.
they still have it. Okay.
I'm gonna have to double check that, but you might be able to steal the hammer at some point. But I don't think you get the hammer until after the quest is done. You only get, the token. But you get the reward after the game. So it's for game 2 you could steal it, basically.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that makes sense.
And yes,
What are
if
those
you do
portals?
the portals are basically 1 movement point between any given portal.
Holy fucking shit! So someone can basically bum rush your base immediately.
Yes. Well, your base isn't necessarily, it's just where you start. You don't need to guard it in any particular reason. But yes, you can absolutely start attacking people immediately.
Next question.
And exploration tokens, by the way, before we go too far, they are turned immediately when you're in that area.
What do they do?
They might be bad, they might be good. They could be traps, they could be gold, they could be potions. They will all do different things when they show up.
Can you roll more than 4 dice?
No, not as far as I know.
So you can never roll more than 4 dice?
We're gonna have to. Oh wait, no. I definitely had people roll more than 4 dice when we played. You're right, because
Okay.
they.
No, because I'm looking right now at the diva who has 5 in defense.
Yeah.
They're only 4 white dice.
Yeah, you're right. That's definitely a really high starting value, and that's pretty early, so you definitely can roll more. You'll just re-roll the ones that miss, or we'll keep track of the number.
Next question. Do you get +1 die for each wound Grom has, or
No, only while wounded. It's just any
wounded.
number of wounds.
Thank
It's only
fucking
+1.
God, yeah.
Yes, he's not gonna be crazy when he gets more and more wounded.
No, I mean, he was gonna be very mad, but
Yes.
still.
Do you want me to take the first action, or do you want us to have another way of figuring out?
Is it an advantage to start? Yes or no?
That there is less monsters on the board when someone has started killing monsters off. I'll say that much. I don't know necessarily whether it's an advantage. I've only played once.
That's something a liar would say.
I
Shits and
never lie.
giggles, I would like to make this random.
Fair enough. But let's bring in a die. They should be in chests. Dice. Let's make it a metal die because it's awesome. And we're 4 people, so I'll be 1, Robert is 4, and Colin is 2, and Garrett is 3. It says 2.
Yes.
So, Colin,
So
you start.
me?
Yes. And yes, it's a movement point to open the door.
So I could get to here.
You have
and
to move the
grab
door.
Yeah, you'll have to flip the door as well, yes. Oops.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think we should lock them in.
Yes, we
place.
should lock the boards. I realize this now. There's too many tokens.
I'm not gonna deal with this.
Nope, I'll
Someone
lock
deal
everything.
with this.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
And we don't need
So
to actually...
I could get to that question mark
Yes.
with just my reggae movement, correct?
Yes.
Right.
And then Diva could attack this Orc Marauder.
You only move one hero, and then it's the next player's turn.
Oh, sorry, my fault.
Okay.
All right, so then I am done.
And yes, did you take the token? No, you take the token as soon as you land on the space, and you can flip it up and show everyone what you got.
Can several tokens be on the same space?
Several different types of tokens, and I suppose at some point they.
I think he got
later.
gold.
I got a treasure.
They shouldn't be at the start because I didn't place several similar tokens at least. You have 1 gold at the end of the game. Yes. Well, that turns into gold now. Actually, if I find the gold place, but I don't see where the gold bag is. So I'll just take it. Ah, there we go. Gold here. I'll just make you a goal. What was that about tokens? Is there something messed up with the tokens?
No, I'm just wondering if several characters can be sharing the same
Oh yes,
space.
several characters can absolutely.
Okay.
And yes, characters do block line of sight. In some cases, especially, but there has to be 2 characters to block line of sight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get that. That's just to mark where the
So,
starting
but
was.
I'm sorry, but melee is still done by hacking at someone
Yes.
in an adjacent square, or
Adjacent
also,
square or the square you're in. You can
or
go into the same
you're
square.
in. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
If that would help you block your line of sight, for example.
Gotcha.
Where is this door at? Is it right here?
No. It's on the other side. It's this side and this side.
Okay, because it was in the middle of the.
Yeah, I know. It flipped around for a reason.
Okay.
happened.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna open the door. Beep.
Are you using my app, by the way, or did you plan to use someone else?
No, do they have to be in order of what?
I
The
mean,
door
you,
is-
the one who's you can only open the room in. These are basically 3 squares. They're all standing in 3 different squares. So only
Yeah.
Maya currently can open the door. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, I had them in order from top to bottom. Okay, hang on, reverse that. Derp. Okay. Now I'm gonna move her. Or can I move her and attack her?
I mean, yes, absolutely. You can do that.
Okay, so
And if you want to stand in the same square as the Orc Marauder, you absolutely can. I mean, I have to.
actually, I'm debating if I should flip this over. No, because if I flip it over, it's gonna be bad because I have bad luck. Let me see. She might
Do it
more
anyway.
damage. No, I don't trust you. She does.
Do it anyway.
Now, does this count as flanking?
No, because they are allies to each other. And they're not, that even if they were enemies, they
They're not
can't attack
adjacent.
each other. There's a wall between.
There's a wall between them.
Oh, there's a
They're
wall
not
between.
adjacent,
Okay.
so-
Okay, so I guess I'm just going to attack him then.
Sure.
I'm going to
So,
attack him with
Do
my
you
bow.
roll your black dice? The amount of dice she has for the attack you want to use with her. You choose your weapon. And since you're close, I'm assuming you're using the rusty blade.
Oh, can I attack her from there? Or with the
Oh yeah, you
blade?
can use the rusty blade from there. That's still reach.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna smack him with the blade then.
And then the
So it's
player
3
to
white
your
die or 3
ra-
black die?
You roll black die. White die, it's defense die. And
Okay.
yeah, it's basically going to be technically the player to your left is the defender, so it would be.
How many do I take?
It's a marauder, so you take. Let's see. Shit, I thought it would say here. Never mind. I don't see it. I only see their attack die, and that doesn't make sense. I'll have to double check. They should have a standard number.
I would not know.
No, you would not know. I would know, but I don't remember.
I would never know.
Uh-huh.
So what's the goal with the die? Like, what am I supposed to roll? Because I just rolled one of each thing.
Anytime
But that's the
anyone
critical.
attacks, by the way, whether it's ranged or melee, if there's enemies in close range, they will be triggered by it. Yes, they will attack.
So the orc will attack back.
The orc will attack back if it survives. That's the only reason. That they don't have a defense. That's what it was. That's why I didn't.
Gotcha.
That's why it doesn't say.
Wait, they have no defense?
These guys don't have defense dice. They just attack back.
Well, sucks for them then.
And they get to attack back as long as you don't super kill them. Which they have 2 health. But if you don't kill them with 3 health, they don't get to attack back.
Well, now is the question: did he just kill him because he rolled one of each thing?
This does nothing because he did a melee attack.
Yes.
And he doesn't have anything that activates on the crit, but he does do 3 damage. Because that's a crit, the thing that isn't a sword.
Okay,
Oh,
so how does he do 3 damage?
Sword does 1 damage, crit does 2 damage.
Just in general?
Mhm.
And you can also crit with ranged weapons?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to double check the numbers because I'm now insanely unsure, but I'm pretty sure that's how it was.
So what does the 3 beside the sword mean on Rusty Blade?
That's how many dice you rolled.
Okay. I'm smart.
But is the rusty sword now used up?
Yes. For now, it's gonna be exhausted, so you put one of your panda tokens on it. I'm flipping these because they are important.
So do I have a, I don't know, strike with fist attack or something when
No.
all my weapons are
When you run
exhausted?
out of attacks, you need to rest.
Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
Alright,
Jeez, Robert, calm down.
fair enough.
I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna double check the number, but yeah.
Then are
Never
they
mind.
done?
You only did 2 damage because crit is just definitely a success. It's not
Oh, okay.
double damage. It's just a
But
success
it's,
no
it's
matter
still
what.
enough to kill him because it
It's
isn't
gonna
one of
die,
his,
but it gets to attack back.
Oh, it gets an attack back.
Yes, because it
Oh,
didn't
wonderful.
do 3 damage.
Then I will take those 3 black dice.
And yeah, Garrett, you can take your white dice to defend yourself.
What? Yeah,
Which
right.
one's my?
She has 3
So I
white
will
dice.
strike 3 times at you in melee.
Which one's my? How many do I get for defense?
Look at Scarlet. She has a 3 next to the white dice.
Oh, those are white. Oh wow, I had no idea those are white dice. It
I
just looked
think,
like.
I think I rolled really well.
Yeah, you did. You did. That's gonna hurt. Yep, you take 2 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Oops.
give you some tokens in just a moment. Just building up a pile. There you go. 1 damage. 2 damage.
Excuse me. Man, I'm dying over here. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you are. You're dying. Slowly.
Alright.
That
Shall
was
I
a
take my
good
turn?
hit from the Marauder. And yes, I put the Marauder in this pile. Over here. As soon as all 5 of these gravestones are filled, they'll respawn in these different spawn locations on the map. There's 4 of them. These
Come again. Sorry. What?
When 5 monsters have died,
Mhm.
we will roll dice to determine which spawn they come back in. They will all 5 be respawned in these 4 different tiles
Okay, gotcha.
across the board. And Sketch, you did kill a monster though. So I'm gonna take one of your tokens and put it on one monster of the 3 kill 3 monsters tile. You're 1/3 of the way to completing a quest.
Okay.
Yay, that's the goal of the game. So you're doing well.
Alright. Then I shall take my turn, I
Yes.
assume.
Yes.
I will activate Johan. He will open the door and then immediately attack the Orc Marauder from range with his sword.
That makes sense.
And he uses 3 black dice for this.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure they have something they do when they're triggered by that as well. But
And
you're not
he's
in
dead.
range. But yeah.
And he's very dead.
You did at least 2 damage, I'm assuming. Yes.
I did 3 damage in fact.
You're doing ranged. You need the bow, so you're just
I
doing
thought-
1 damage.
No.
No?
It says you
Oh.
still need melee icons to hit.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. I missed that.
And
Never
in
mind.
addition, the other one was a critical hit, so I'm all good. Then he has a third option. I rest and recharge my sword.
No. The actions are you have 3 movements and an attack,
Oh, so I
or
can
you
move
could
2
rest
more.
your entire thing, or
Oh,
you
so
can
I
rest your
can-
entire guild basically.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So you can't retard.
Wait. 3 movements across the board for all
Yes.
my characters, or each character?
No,
individually?
each character has 3 movements
Oh, okay.
and 1 attack on each turn they take. You can take several turns in a row with the same character when it comes to your turn again, as long as you have actions you want to do with them. But when you feel you don't have any actions, you say, I want
suppose-
to rest my guild.
I suppose I go over here and pick this one up.
Sure.
And see what it does. That's...
A +1 of those things. Let's
I
see
don't know
the
what
yellow
those
ones did.
things are, so
Yes.
this is going to be wonderful.
Yes, that's a good one. I don't remember. I think that might be 1 extra turn. Yes, extra turn potion. You may, at your leisure, discard it to make another turn with that hero. And you should put it on the hero that has it.
Okay. Is that one of his items now? Or?
It's just, like, on his character sheet. You don't.
Okay,
It doesn't
gotcha.
take up a slot.
But I have now moved and attacked.
Yes. And
yeah, I have not
you can
triggered
discard it
anyone.
without an action if you want to take another turn with him.
Do I? Well, I could steal something from other people, but that would immediately get aggro from everyone.
Yes.
Well,
And
that's
even
not
though
good.
the board is split in the middle, there's technically a connection, so you can absolutely just go through the middle of the street.
Yeah, let's no.
I'm just saying
for
you can.
now.
You shouldn't worry
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
I'm gonna be good for now.
Okay.
I mean, you can steal it from me, can you?
I can. The potion we can steal if you die, pretty much.
Alright, have fun doing that. Go.
Bam! Kicking open door with Grom.
Uh-huh.
That's one action.
Grump house cream?
Yes, sure. Action 2. Moving forward. Movement 3. Fuck it. Let's do this. He goes into the next tile as well. And then he smacks a guy with this rusty blade. And that's 2 damage. So it's gonna die, but it gets to retaliate.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Colin, you get to attack back.
On whom?
On Grom. Grom attacked an Orc Marauder. You get to return fire with the Orc Marauder.
Oh, how many dice?
You
3.
have 3 dice.
The irony is that you actually want him to be hurt.
One.
You did 1 damage. Oh, shit. Let's see here, yeah. Alright, there should be a defense die on characters that have defense, so they don't have defense. Good to know.
Okay. So you have 1 die to defend yourself.
No, I have a parrying dagger. It's always active even if I don't use it. So I
and
rolled
in fact, you take -1 damage, you heal 1 more,
Yes.
and Grom loses his special ability forever, right?
No, that's not how that works.
Damn it. I thought I had you there.
Yeah. Not
You
bad.
sounded so convinced. You almost had me convinced, Robert.
Absolutely.
And then I'm on the board as a monster killer as well.
Oh, wait, I should take my monster.
Oh yeah, you should put it up there, and you're
Down
also on the
here?
monster board.
Yes, can someone please put me there as a... Oh,
There you go.
yeah, okay.
Now you're on top. That's the reason you waited, to be on top, right?
Yes, indeed.
Now, Colin, take your next turn.
Hand is getting smushed. You're
And you
smushing
can
my
take next turn
panda.
with the same character or a new character. It's up to you.
Wait, you can take the same character again?
Yes, and again and again and again until you don't have actions. Until you feel like you don't want to do the same character. It's up to you.
He's
Holy
going
crap.
to try to Nova Bolt
Mhm.
the Orc Marauder.
Sure.
He only wants 2 dice, not 3.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can double check the monster rules for if they survive, basically.
So I hit it once, and that's it.
Okay, you hit it once. Well, the monsters have a movement rating, which is 1. So it can move its full movement rating before or after attack, Garrett, since you're the one who's now acting as the Marauder. You were
Okay.
hit. The Marauder was hit. Does it want to move and return fire? Return attack.
Yeah, it wants to move and attack it.
Yeah, so it can move once and then attack.
Roar!
Yes.
I like being ranged.
Two.
So it hits twice.
It hits twice, yes. Unless she manages to roll her defense die and survive it. of
Right.
course.
But in general, it
Yes.
hits twice until defense dice are being rolled.
Yes. We're gonna have to keep the track on that this is on that Marauder somehow. Without just clogging up everything. Sure, we can do that.
Roll defense.
Yeah. Colin, you need to roll your defense.
Questions. Do exhausted defense cards still count for defense?
Assaulted attack cards, yes.
Still count for defense.
Yes.
Okay, our rusty dagger is okay.
Yes, the parrying blade will still
Right,
do
yeah.
stuff even if it's tired for defense.
0.
Rusty blade does nothing for defense. Yeah, seriously, you're gonna
You
take
take
2
2
damage.
damage.
Yay.
1 damage.
Can I have 2 hearts, please?
Yes, here you
Get
go.
you, get
You
you,
have 2 hearts coming in.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I guess that is all I do.
Sure.
Kitchen.
And then it's Scout's turn.
Kitchen. Sorry, playing with the kitten. Okay,
Yes, we heard that.
Love.
Excuse me.
That is a thing you do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, taking too many turns with one character can put him in a really bad spot if he, gets too exhausted and can't do any attacks.
Or a good one.
Yeah, or a good one. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna take this and watch it be a trap. Oh! I get a first aid potion.
It looks like medicine.
Jorgen.
Sorry. You got that thing. That looks like medicine indeed. Let's go down and double check though, because I have it quite close. A healing potion. You can use it to recover all health with the hero that currently has it. So you put it on your hero. You can absolutely change it at some point later when you take a rest action to give it to someone who actually needs it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that person can use it.
And
Cannot
then
be
I
used
can't.
when an attack is being resolved.
I can't attack anybody from this angle, so.
What angle?
Seth's
that
angle.
angle. Yeah, no.
Seth.
Seth's angle. No, you don't have any targets.
Mm-mm.
Well, except for Scarlet.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, you don't want to heal your own players because they will get death curses.
That and we're friends.
I mean, there's a quest to kill for killing green.
Wait, you can get your own quest?
No, you absolutely can't.
I'm just wondering.
Yes.
I was gonna say, if that's the case, I'm gonna shoot her because she has 1 health left.
Yeah.
No, you absolutely can't. Oh, Robert.
Call me the Kinslayer.
But she actually has only 1 health left.
Yes.
So tempting.
Yes, it is. And everyone has a teleport to just move in next to her.
Oh no.
It is 1 movement point, though, to get into the teleporter.
Yes, it is.
So, yes.
I'm gonna be good. Not gonna start a
I
flame
mean,
war right
you're gonna have to kill one other player at some point.
now. You know what?
Because there's only 2 PvP
I'm
PvE
fine
quests.
with not being the first person to aggress the shit out of everything.
Especially since you always aggress against me for some reason.
When you put someone next to a teleporter with 1 hit point, then I think
You're
I have
asking for trouble.
I
You're
didn't put her there.
Yes, you did.
Wait, are there guard
She
actions or
walked
anything?
out
What
the
are
door.
guard actions? Please explain.
Guard actions are when you move through an area that has a monster next to it, they get to attack. If you
Only
leave
monsters?
the area,
Only monsters.
only monsters, as far as I've heard. Yes, they're the only guards. Players are not guards.
Okay.
I'm gonna double check this while we do go, but I'm pretty sure that that's the rule. Because yet again, that was a situation that never came up. Guard reaction: every monster gets to guard all spaces close to itself. That's pretty much the guard reaction.
1 moment.
And yes, guard reactions is also when you attack next to a monster, they take swipes, even if you're attacking another player. They just generally are pacifists, I guess, in that way. They don't want anyone to be attacked. So they attack.
What?
Monsters. If we were all standing next to monsters, and you decided to attack while monsters were in range of you, and you attacked me, for example, the monsters
they
would
just
attack
attack
you for
anyone.
attacking me.
So we are actually the aggressors and they are pacifists.
Yes, technically. We're
They
apparently
will
raiding them.
not ever attack unless to defend themselves.
Yes, pretty
We
much,
are in
yes.
fact exterminating them.
Yes. They hold up here and we're exterminating them.
What you're trying to tell me is that they are Jewish
Yes, sure.
and we are German.
Yes,
Gotcha.
sure. Except that I don't think the Jewish
Let's
would have
look in the
attacked Germans
attic.
attacking Germans.
Yes, indeed. Alright. Hopsbaum. Hopspawn moves over here
Bum. Bum.
and shoots at this guy, the Orc Marauder. Hey, sure, why not? I mean, there's line of sight, right?
Yeah, sure. Sure,
Okay.
there is. Absolutely.
I shoot with a Nova Bolt at him.
Okay. Ooh. No bolt time. Yeah.
Okay.
And that absolutely lets you attack some calling characters as well.
Yup. Alright. I do 1 damage to the Orc Marauder and 1 damage to Spike.
Spike.
No, wait. I actually target another player.
Yes, he gets to defend himself at least. Well, target.
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
you
wait,
get to roll again, I guess. This is a new
So I
target.
just get to roll again, right?
Yes.
Okay, but the orc takes 1 damage.
Yes, and it dies. It moves towards you, but it can't kill you or hurt you. Shit. Oh, sorry.
Whoa!
So it just dies.
That was harsh.
Yes,
Did you steal my kill?
he did.
He did
You
steal your kill,
bastard.
and he's hitting you.
Yes, and he's gonna attack you for being next to him, next to the target. Yeah. There you go. 2 damage coming your way.
Yeah, do you get 2 damage?
It's not going well for you.
What is that?
I mean, you
You're my
have.
2 damage.
What is that? What is that symbol?
Yeah, that's his crit for defense. It's 1 defense.
What does a crit on defense do?
For him, it also wounds. It
You
also,
take a damage.
Yeah, you take a damage as the attacker, and he defends 1 damage because it's also shielded.
Oh, even in way
it just sounds attacker.
way time. Cool. Alright, cool. So do I get? I just take a hit, right?
You
I
take
don't
1 hit,
get-
and he takes 1 hit, basically.
I'm not even allowed to defend against it in any way.
I don't think so. Just like you take 1 wound.
Jesus
I
Christ.
critically defended.
Yes,
Alright.
across the corner somehow
Yeah.
with a melee
doesn't really
character.
make sense.
Yeah, it's cool.
But is
you have
that
slingshot.
wait, my question. The critical defense thing, is that still a defense in addition to everything
Yes.
else? Wow, that character is really overpowered if that guy gets a free defensive
He
card.
only have 2 defensive dice though.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, you should have given him the parrying blade. Hindsight,
Yeah, I didn't
I
think about
suppose.
it at the time.
No, not your
And you-
fault.
when you
Totally
rest, you
default
can
to
totally
one
move it
person who
around.
has played the game before, so
He has
but-
he has a real power as just building himself as a
I
defender.
shall pass my turn. I also assume that I'm not allowed to do shenanigans like this over. I'm sorry, like not directly adjacent, as in.
You
You know
can't
what?
go through
Just
walls
continue.
basically without attacking.
No, diagonally. I was talking about.
Oh no, not
diagonally.
diagonally either. No.
Did he hit me through a portal?
No, he hit you through the monster. It's basically a bouncing missile.
It's a bouncing Betty spell.
Yeah. As long as it hits a target, it gets to move, attack another target, basically.
Oh, okay.
And you stood next to him, so yeah. By the way, I get another one on the whole thing of killing 3 monsters,
I did.
but someone did that already?
Yeah, you have 2 monsters killed.
Well done. Please continue.
Alright. 1, 2. Yeah, sure. Grom is feeling adventurous again. So he's going forward, picking up this. And tipping over. And then kicking open the door and entering a room.
Whoa. It is immediately turned over, right?
Yes. So if
So
it's
it
a
looked
trap,
like
I
it's a
step.
trap first.
Yes. No, it
It
was
doesn't
3
look like
o'clock.
a trap, admittingly.
Yes, but yes, you were definitely sure. Definitely right. I should have checked for traps first. Yeah, I'll turn this into gold momentarily, but first there's a fight.
Was there a firefight?
There's a sword fight with the. Oh shit! There's only 2. I should only roll 2 dice because there's parrying daggers. Sorry, I was doing wrong. I'll re-roll. Even though it was a crit and a damage, well, that's 1 damage at least. Not as good.
Can someone please marauder this guy to
Yeah,
death?
Colin, please use your marauder to attack me back.
Okay, can I have more black dice? I only have the 1. Where
you
are the
go.
rest of them? 3, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have 2 defense dice.
Well, the way I've been rolling, you should be fine. Yeah, 1 damage.
Yeah, I take my first damage. Yay! I'm now stronger.
And damaged.
Yeah, I'm damaged. I took a damage. And my turn is over.
Kanga will move to here. Probably step on a trap, knowing my luck. No, I get gold.
Nice.
You know, the more and more we're overturning these and they're not traps, the less I want to turn them over.
I have 3 gold currently.
Why is one of your cards turned over from the starter deck?
Alright, this is why.
Me?
He might have done that as an exhaust, but he should put tokens on it instead.
Oh, I should put tokens on it instead. Okay.
That's the only reason they're existing. And I just realized why we shouldn't turn the coins in, because we can still steal the treasure. And that's becoming coins later. Just put those on the character that's currently carrying it. Because people can
All right,
totally
Robert.
steal it.
Since your friend was So nice to my friend.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna life drain.
Okay.
All right.
There's a black die. There's a black die. Watch me not hit him.
That's one hit.
Well, I got a crit.
And I will roll my defense dice.
But that counts as a hit even if he defends, right?
I'm afraid not.
I have defended.
All right, never mind then.
And
Do you still get a health back?
No, it doesn't
No,
count
he
as a
does
hit
not,
when he
because he
defended.
didn't deal a wound, and his thing is now
But it doesn't
also...
technically say deal one whenever you take deal wounds. It says when you hit, but it isn't a hit.
Yeah.
So what's the point of the crit then? Just to activate abilities?
Well, the
That
crit
and-
goes for either melee or
Yeah.
ranged.
But yes, it's
And
also to activate abilities, which are plenty of them.
Alright, go pandas.
Okay, I have no idea what I want to do.
It's completely fine. What is line of sight?
It's anything, if you can draw a line from... There's a small
The
dot in the middle
square,
of...
or from the square, or from what?
From the middle of the square, there's a little dot. If you were to draw a line from the square you're in to the square you need to hit, that's your line of sight, unless it passes a wall.
Alright, what means passes a wall? What is exactly at an angle to go either past the wall or into the wall, because they're literally adjacent to each other?
You would, as I said, you're always assuming your character is in the middle of the square.
Okay, let's not assume. Let's say that Kanga and a theoretical person here in this square,
Sorry, that's the
do
term.
they have line of sight, yes or no?
It's fairly easy. Let's draw a line, and it's from the middle of that square to that middle of that square, and it touches that corner. So no, I don't know if you can see my line, but I can see
I
it.
can see the line,
Yeah, I can
but
see the
I
line.
don't understand it, because that makes no fucking sense.
But it
Middle of
does.
the square,
Sadly,
middle of the square.
Yeah.
It hits a wall, so my line of sight is blocked.
the character in this other square is also presumed to be able to move in such a way that he has cover from the wall.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, that's how they've decided to rule the game. I didn't make that rule.
I'm just gonna accept this for now.
Now let's make a shortcut in the video to make it easier for me to
Whoa.
put up later. So
Hang on a second.
see you guys in episode 2.